Well, Big Lex turned to Big Uncle Tom that fast. First things first, before we get started, please put a raise your hand emoji in the chat if you tired of seeing that Camera Pro intro. Like, when Rolly got to arguing with Mariah Jones watching Tillian Jones on Instagram the other day, she had the nerve to say that this season right here had a $2 million budget. Well, why didn't y'all decide to use at least $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 to hire a real graphic designer? Because it's looking like a first-year Georgia State graphic design student did that. Jasmine Renee, come to the front. Why did you volunteer to fight that girl Summer if you wasn't really gonna do nothing? You did not knock her head in. Y'all was out there slap boxing and scratching. Like, I thought you was from Detroit. That was a disgrace to Detroit. I'm letting you know right now. Because I'm really starting to feel like you didn't think it was gonna go that far where you was gonna have to actually fight that girl when you got off the bus because she was gonna have bigger fish to fry because everybody on that bus was getting a tussling and arguing with Summer. That she was gonna forget about you like you was gonna be an afterthought. But no, you was the first thing on her brain, honey. Just like Rihanna said, must be love on the brain. Then I'm slick feeling a little betrayed because I was the main person last week taking up for Jasmine because I thought that she interrupted Summer to basically be like, hey, y'all from Detroit too, I get it. You turned up right now, but everybody on this bus want to hit you, and I really want you to be quiet so that you can come out in one piece. But come to find out that I'm now feeling like she only said something because everybody else was getting it cracking and getting camera time, and she was the only pretty quiet one over there in the corner. Wasn't nobody worried about her or Yoshi. So I felt like she wanted the moment, so she was like, you know what, let me raise my hand and volunteer. I'm looking around, everybody on here looking like they can get me, especially Ivory, so with that big wide neck across from me. She looking crazy. I don't want it with her. I'm looking at Lex in the back. She's real big. You know what? Summer's popping it. I'm gonna get with Summer. Summer seems like an easy target, and I feel like you did that. And then when Summer got out that bus and was like, nah, man, come here. Yeah, Detroit. You had to go ahead and see her. And then you went back talking about some, yeah, one round. That's all I'm gonna do. That's all you need to do, baby. And why was I hyped that my girl Summer finally won her first fight until I realized she was fighting a malnutrition girl? I said, Summer, that don't count right there. I'm gonna give you like 75% on that one. Like, you surely did slam bum, was punching her in, you did her in. Even Ivory gave you your 10, Spooky. But that girl malnutrition, she definitely needs a milkshake, 3 burgers, and a large fry. So please don't hit her no more. And Summer, why was you out there looking like one of the breakdancing peanuts from the Proud Family with that hat turned sideways, looking like 15 Cent? Girl, go lay. Also, a lot of people may not like Big Back Ivory, but one thing about her, she gonna give somebody else their 10s. Like, I was super happy when she got in the confessionals and said, hey, with the fight with Lex, we went at it. That girl did not lose. She definitely hits hard. She was standing in there. Of course she gonna say she won and she didn't. But she gave the other girl her 10s. Like, she let people know that is a heavy hitter. Like, she stood in there with me. She stood in the paint. And like, I didn't get to get her the way I thought I was gonna get her. So she's standing on some type of business. And for the people that wanted to argue about Ivory winning the fight last week because she did not, Big Lex won that fight, I want y'all to realize that in that first round, Ivory realized that when we going toe-to-toe and we throwing them like this, it's not working. I was not able to get her the way I wanted to. So in this second round, when they got up there in that second round, I'm going to pull a DTB and I'm going to start wrestling. And that's what Ivory did. Ivory realized that first tactic didn't work. I wasn't able to get it. This second round, I'm going to get her. So she said, you know what? Instead of throwing blows and stuff while Lex is up here, I'm going to duck down a little bit and get her, do the Liddy lock on her a little bit and get her to the ground. Even though the fight got broken up super quickly, I'm like, if it would have kept going, Ivory was going to pull more WrestleMania moves on her. Like, she knew she couldn't get her like that first round. So I'm going to try a different tactic the second time. And I keep trying to tell y'all, Ivory is one of them girls that probably had something going on at the house real bad when she was younger. She used to go to school and beat up on girls for no reason, eat hot Cheetos and drink a Coca-Cola at 7 a.m. and literally be out in the hallways all day long, girl. Always got a hall pass. Don't never go to class. Always hitting on somebody. When a fight and thump about a boy, when a fight and thump about a pencil, she's always mad about something. So I knew last week when Jayla slick copped the plea, because I don't care what nobody says she did, Ivory couldn't even sit down good before she was already like, hey, so you know what? I really just want to let you know that I didn't mean to say X, Y, and Z, or, oh, I know you saw it, like, but I don't want to go there, but if you want to go there, we can go there. It was like tiptoeing on, oh, I'm standing on business, but really I'm trying to run away from what the issue is. So I knew once Jayla did that, Ivory was going, whenever she got mad and riled up on something else, she was going to call Jayla out of nowhere. And that's exactly what she did. Boom, you get done fighting Lex. You couldn't get her in the first round. You barely could do what you needed to do in the second with the wrestling. So boom, you know what? Can't win against her. I know somebody I think I can win against. So I'm going to call Jayla. That's what she did. First thing she did, Jayla, come here, Jayla. I want that. Come on, Jayla. You said you need that. I thought you said y'all was cool. You didn't want to do it no more. Ivory, y'all was done with it. Y'all was going to wash your hands with it. Now you want to do it again. That's why you cannot act like it's going to be, oh, if the issue comes up again, we'll deal with it then. No, Jayla, you should have handled it right then. Right when she came in, you should have stood up and did her in right then and there, Jayla. Because people like that, they always looking for a time to bring the issue that they got with you right back up. And I may not be the biggest fan of Jayla, but one thing about her, that mouth gonna give MLK and them hands gonna give Malcolm X. Like when she got in there with Ivory, I feel like Ivory came onto Zeus thinking that she was gonna bulldoze these girls because they skinny, oh they bougie, they not like that, they not as TV, they not South Central enough, like, oh they not parking, bitch, they not on the dead homies. And she got over there and she realized like, oh, some of these girls may be putting up a little something against me. Like I'm not a big heavy hitter, I'm not gonna bulldoze through people like I thought I was. And during that fight, you can kind of tell like she was dotting Jayla in the face a little bit, but Jayla was also dotting her a little bit more. Like Jayla's hands was popping in the face. Like, and Jayla walked away with a pretty clean face, makeup still intact, shirt still white, finger wipes still intact. Ivory was the one over there looking like she got hit by a bulldozer, even though that was, you know, from the other fights that she got into with Big Lex. It's just still the simple fact that you did that, knowing that you was mad coming off the fact that you did not win the way you wanted to with Lex, and so you decided to call Jayla up to the cross line right here, got into that fight, didn't win either, and so now you get even more mad, and you like, you know what, I can't win against these two bitches, so who else I'ma call? I'ma call Summer, because I know I can beat on Summer. And I know a lot of people are saying that Bad Dolly need to let that situation go with Anna because, oh, you're there, you're on Baddies, like, you already got your ticket, you passed go, you collected your $200, why are you still talking about it? But if Anna did and said the stuff that Dolly is saying that she did, then Anna needs to really get in the field about that. And then also when she confronted Biggie about the stuff that Biggie was saying, like, Biggie, stand about that, Biggie, you need to go home, like, today. I'm not even playing, like, usually I'd be like, you know what, leave her alone, let her go on about her business and stuff like that. But I feel like Biggie and Anna need to go home. Because Anna, if you no longer want to fight and get in the field about the stuff that you be saying, because you run your mouth tremendously, Bookie. You never shut up. You talking about Summer don't be quiet. You don't be quiet. But it's really Biggie for me. Like, you don't stand up for yourself. You don't stand up for your friends. You say stuff on the back end, acting like you big and bad. And then with Taseki and Anna don't jump in your face, all of a sudden it's, I'm not fighting, bro. I'm not fighting, bro. I don't get it. I'm not about to fight about a wig. I'm not fighting about a purse. I'm not going to fight about it. Well, girl, shut the fuck up. Like Rolly said later on in the episode, you can't talk cash money shit on camera about people, and then when a person confronts you about it, you talking about, I'm not fighting you about it. Well, when somebody pops you, bitch, you can't be mad and run into the crowd like you did with J.O. and then be talking about somebody, I don't know what she hit me. You know why that person hit you. And I genuinely want to know who casted Grandma P. Like, she's not a baddie. She don't act like a baddie. You can tell right when the OG bus pulled up, she was looking for a moment. She started looking around with her eyes real pop, like, who I'm finna fight? I need camera time. I need my 15 minutes. Everybody else getting in the field. Who I'm getting in the field with? Oh, she was so happy when Lex was like, I need that. I need that from Grandma P. Yes, come up to the front. Like, Grandma P may swing fast, but I don't feel like she be doing too much, because I feel like maybe you could even say that fight with her and Lex was a tie, but Lex was getting her a little more. Like, Lex is 7 feet tall, so it is what it is when it came down to that fight. It's just the simple fact that you hit Lex on the bus for no freaking reason, just because it's Tuesday, and because, oh, I want camera time. Oh, Ivory told me to hit somebody, so I'm gonna turn around and act like I got an issue as well. You did that, and then you had to get back in the field out there, still didn't get to do your big one, and nobody cares about you. You knew you didn't do your big one with Lex. You went back to the sidelines and then said, I have a bright idea. The light bulb in your head went off. I'm gonna start picking with Diamond. Oh, Diamond looked at me sideways. I don't like how she looked at me. Yeah. Girl, the reason why Diamond was looking at you and stupid is because you're ugly. You look like somebody's grandma. You look like the grandma off a hoodwink. Like, you stand on the side looking stupid. That's why Diamond was looking at you like that. And thank you, Tink the Bleach Monster. You know what? I may just drop the Bleach Monster from now on, because Tink stood on all 10s this episode. Tink came in and said, you know what? You're not about to fight somebody whose eyes are rolling, whose tooth is gone, and their lip is stitched up right now. I'm going to get you myself. And Tink tore down every single round that they had. She tore Grandma P up. Now, when it comes to this Lord Farquhar situation with Scotty, talking about Scotty boring, she need to go home. Now, that was a stupid reason to step up to the plate and say, hey, I'm going to fight you because you're boring. But let's not play like we ain't all been saying the same thing for 5 seasons. Scotty is boring as fuck. The only reason why she's still there is because she's going to let me pepper, allegedly. She's sucking on Natalie down to the OnlyFans, allegedly. And if you ask me, Natalie is the one that casted that girl Lord Farquhar so she can come and take Scotty's spot. Like, I feel like she paid her a few extra dollars in the back to come and fight Scotty, because Scotty been getting on her nerves. Scotty getting too up there. Let me pepper giving her too much say-so, too much clout, too many chains. Girl, you are boring. What are you talking about? The only thing you ate was carrying that wig, and if security wasn't in the way, Lord Farquhar would have tore you up. Every single time the security stepped out of the way, that girl was starting to tag your ass, Scotty. You not like that. And Big Lex must have fell and bumped her head in the back, because I don't understand why she stepped up to everybody and said, well, Jayla, I feel like you was a bully last season of Gretch, and you was hitting on people smiling at you. For Jayla to step up and have to be like, I fought Rolly. Rolly, hey! Rolly, you're big. I fought Callie. I fought a whole bunch of other people. Like, girl, what are you talking about? And why is everybody turning into Uncle Sam and a coon ever since this whole Gretch situation had happened? Why are we stepping in and saying that Jayla was bullying somebody that was saying it was not black? Are y'all crazy? Like, Lex, you really lost me when it came to that. And now I need to go look into and see if your mama is non-black, because that's what it's giving. And I'm Akbar V kills me because yes, you're right about Biggie, but there's so many things in your life that you need to step up to the plate for, like those kids. Yeah, like yes, Biggie needs to stop talking and get in the field, but if she don't want to do that, it's nothing we can do about it. Send her home, but I don't know why you're so bothered by it, Akbar. Like, this your first time meeting her. And I don't like how everybody's trying to say that Summer's so broken. This is the first time you ever seen money. Okay, and Automatic, you still live in your car, allegedly. Ivory, you was on live talking about this the first time you ever received a real check from a network, so please save it.